Hey sprinters, Angela Pickowitz here. I get the luxury of giving you your first training video today. And today we're going to talk about your list and why it's so important. I'm sure you've already seen my post in our group asking you to create a list of 200 names. I know that sounds like a lot, but you actually know far more people than that. You know thousands of people. And when you're creating your list, what I want you to do is write down every single person that you know, even if it's somebody that you don't like or you don't ever think would be involved in this business. I don't want you to think about the business. I just want you to think about the people that you know. Because if you do this, that is going to expand your mind and allow you to think of more people that you know. So if you write down your dentist, it might help you think of a client, of another client that your dentist has who you also know. So the point in making your list so big is to help you generate thoughts of more people that you know. So use the memory jogger. Jill posted a link to it in our group, and it's also in your back office. And start making your list. It's okay. Like I said, I don't want you to prejudge or pre-qualify people. Just put everybody on the list, and then we'll talk about what to do with it later. Now, what's going to be important is that this list continues to grow, always. And you don't ever really cross anybody off of your list, because a lot of times somebody will say no to you, but really they'll come back to you. It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year, it could be 3 years later, and say, I'm ready now. So we never cross them off of our list. They then go on a follow-up list. But anyway, add 2 to 3 people every single day to your list. And how are you going to do this? Well, social media is absolutely huge. And I'll tell you just via Facebook how to add names to your list. This is something that I do every single day. You do not need to create a Facebook page for this. In fact, I actually find it harder to do business off of my Facebook page than I do to do business off of my regular page where people know me. I do like to have my Facebook page because it gives me more people to talk to. But if you're a newer coach in this, then you're not really at that point yet. You don't need new people to talk to. You can talk to the thousands of people that you already do know. But you are going to have to eventually, you're going to run out of your list of people, the people that you do know. So you are going to have to add new people. So I'm going to give you 3 ways via Facebook that you can do that. The first way is that I want you to take some time and go pick a friend on your Facebook list, click on their name, and then click on their friends list. And I want you to add 2 to 3 people who are friends of friends. You have a lot of mutual friends, and they would know you if you sent them a friend request. Now, the important thing to do here is to make sure that you write down the names of the people you're sending friend requests to, because if they do not accept you, you need to go back to their name later and remove the friend request, because Facebook will put you into Facebook jail. But sometimes most times when I send out a friend request like this, I will immediately send a message along with it, just saying, hey, Mike, I saw that we have a bunch of mutual friends. I don't know if you remember me or not, but I figured I'd send you a friend request and we could reconnect. Something like that. Just generic, just something to get the conversation started. My naughty puppy is behind me being very naughty right now. So that is one way. I would do that every single day. The other thing too, just a side note, is when you get a friend request from somebody, immediately, as soon as you are able to accept that friend request, message them and just say, hey, Susie, thanks so much for sending me a friend request with a smiley face. That often gets a conversation started that never would have been started before. So anytime anybody sends me a friend request, I always send out that message. And sometimes they'll come back and we'll chat for a long time, and sometimes they'll just give me a thumbs up back, whatever. But at least it's me reaching out and saying, hey, thanks for sending me a friend request, and getting that conversation started. So the next way is via Facebook groups. I want you to take some time and make a list of the 10 or 5 or 10 things that you enjoy to do. For example, I am a police wife. I am on tons of Facebook groups, police wife groups. I love to crochet in my spare time. I am in a whole bunch of crochet. I like to bake. I'm in baking groups. I'm in fitness groups because as you know, I'm into fitness. Some personal trainer groups, some group fitness instructor groups. I have a boxer puppy, so I'm in some boxer groups. And basically in these groups, all you want to do is make sure that you're posting in there daily so that people get to know your name, and you want to make connections. Maybe somebody posted something in one of your groups and you really were intrigued by something that he or she said. Maybe you could send that person a private message and just say, hey, I saw your post in such and such a group, and I just wanted to say that I really agree with how you think about this. I'm going to send you a friend request, and maybe we can connect. So you want to be doing that every single day. This is how you meet new people outside of your warm network, warm market. The next way is Facebook pages. Okay, so not creating your own Facebook page, but finding pages. Maybe your favorite TV show. Maybe you love the Food Network, or a Netflix show, and there's a Facebook page on it. That's another way to meet new people, because you already have something in common with those people. So it's a great way for you to step out of your comfort zone and, again, just find somebody who you agree with their message and just send them a message and say so. A lot of times this is going to go into their other folder, and there's really not a lot that you can do about this. You can pay $1 to have it go into their regular folder. If you wanted to set up a budget for yourself of $3 a week or $5 a week or whatever the case may be, so that you can send out those messages, you can do that. I don't personally do it. I don't have a need to do it, but I do know of some coaches who do that. And the other thing is that you can just kind of post a picture and say, hey, did you know that you have an other folder on Facebook? Sometimes you have messages waiting in there for you and you didn't even know it. So just reminding your followers and friends that they have that. So there are 3 great ways to add to your list. Now, if you do this consistently every single day, then you are going to grow a huge network. And in order to be successful in this business, you have to be talking to a lot of people every single day. You have to get those conversations started and messaging people. And not about Beachbody, but just building relationships with them. So these are great ways to do that. If you have any questions, please post below this video. And I hope that I helped you learn something new today. I'll talk with you soon.